Ooh, yeah.
Y'all, I ate something that I wasn't supposed to eat, and I am paying for it. When I tell y'all, my stomach is fucked up. It is 5:50 right now. I went in that bathroom at 5:15, and I am so tired. Without further ado, hey y'all, it's Ray, aka Queen Solo, and I'm here to give y'all my first official Q&A get to know me. Disclaimer, nobody really asked me these questions, but I asked myself these questions and I feel like y'all will want to know them. So yeah, so you're going to enjoy it, okay? We're gonna start off with some starter questions and yeah, let's get into it. Name, my name is Ray. My artist name is Queen Solo. Age, I am 23 years old. Reside and born. I currently reside in Atlanta, Georgia, but I was born in Savannah, Georgia, although I grew up in Florida. Relationship status, I am single, divorced, single, not ready to mingle, not now, not ever, yeah. Sexuality, I am a lesbian, yeah. And I describe myself as a STEM, so sometimes I dress masculine, sometimes I dress feminine. Yeah, and I eat both ways, okay? Bitch, you know I eat. And now for some personal questions. What inspired you to start your YouTube channel? So I've always wanted a personal YouTube channel where like I can shoot vlogs and stuff, because I've always had like my artist YouTube channel, but like I only post like my music and like dance videos and stuff like that to there. But I've always wanted to like, I feel like no one really knows me, like Ray, for real. So yeah, I just wanted a way to really connect with my audience and just get personal with y'all. So yeah, and I also feel like my life is very fucking interesting. So I feel like people gonna want to see that, because I be wanting to see it, but I'm like, damn, I need like somebody to record me walking around. But until the end, until we get to that point, yeah, I got y'all. So yeah. What's your favorite way to unwind after a busy day? I am a movie girl. I love to watch movies, honey, especially scary movies, even though I'm scary as fuck. Damn, this is some scary shit. But like, I love me a good scary movie, okay? Especially psychological horror. Yeah, so yeah, either that or just reading a book or spending time in nature. Oh, I love nature time, honey. Yeah. Don't tempt me with a good time, okay? What's one thing people would be surprised to learn about you? I can juggle.
A few moments later.
I don't have any items near me to juggle, but I can juggle.
Okay.
How do you stay motivated when things get tough? Honestly, I've always known that I am destined for a wealthy and luxurious future. So really that motivates me, is living that luxury black girl lifestyle that I know I've always been destined to live. Like, I know I'm destined to be famous. I'm destined to be wealthy and rich and just live my best life doing what I love. So that's really my motivation, is I refuse to die without living out my aspirations in life. So yeah. Believe me. What's your biggest passion outside of your career? Honestly, so for those who don't know, I am a business owner. I own an online clothing brand called Queen's Divine. And I'm also a professional dancer. I dance hip hop and pole dancing.
Spin magic on a track,
Honestly, my career is my passion, so I would say like pole dancing and my business for sure. What's a quote or mantra that you live by? I would say for instance, I'm taking on a new job, right? I always make sure that I'm not doing it for the money, that I'm doing it because that's something that I'm passionate about and that I would want to do and love to do, even if I wasn't making money from it. So I try not to let money be the driving force behind my decisions. If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go? Japan. Japan, honey. If you know me, you know I love me Japanese culture, okay? Oh, and another fun fact about me is I'm currently learning Japanese, because maybe later in my closer to my 30s, I want to move to Japan for like maybe half a year, because I'm so infatuated about their culture, and I'm just like, I just want to learn more, you know? I love their art, just beautiful. It's just a beautiful fucking culture, okay? Shit. But yeah, it would definitely be Japan. What's your favorite childhood memory? Ooh. My childhood was very traumatic, so we're gonna skip that one, okay? If you could have dinner with any 3 people, dead or alive, who would they be? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know. What's one goal you're currently working towards? So my biggest goal right now that I'm working towards is getting me a place. I am currently homeless. I've been homeless since April 4th of 2024. And yeah, just having somewhere to lay my head again. Like, I miss laying on the bed. I miss being comfortable. I miss having my own space. So that's the one thing that I've been manifesting these past few months, and just, you know, being at home again. So yeah. Okay, now we're moving on to career questions. How did you get started in the fashion industry? So I opened my business December 1st of 2017, and I started that. So when I first started working, I first had my first job in July of 2017.
Female. Oh, thick as female.
As soon as I was working there, like a month in, I already knew, like, oh yeah, this lifestyle ain't for me. Working a 9 to 5 is not for me. Like, I'm meant to be my own boss. And yeah, so I saved up from July to December and did all my research to open up my own brand. And yeah, that's how it got started. It's just me starting a little t-shirt business. And yeah. What's been your proudest career achievement so far? I would say this collection that I'm releasing on August 28th. I would say this collection has really pushed me outside of my comfort zone. It's also a way, don't know what know this, but I'm using this collection as a way to manifest my luxury lifestyle. Like, because I was praying, like, back in July, I was working the security job, and I was just so miserable. Like, I was only there for a week, and I just hated it. Like, anytime I work a 9 to 5, I always feel like I'm doing myself a disservice. So I was praying and just asking God, like, please just give me a sign, I'm not supposed to be doing this. Like, let me just depend on my business full time. Literally, July 28th is when I got confirmation that, like, I need to go all in with my business and to trust that my business will provide and more. So this collection is proving, one, by not picking up any shifts, I'm really relying on my business to keep, like, my office space and to get my own place and all of this and that. So yeah, it's a manifesting tool and a way to inspire other people. Once I'm making them 6 figures a month, honey, yeah, it's to inspire people that, like, from my background and where I've come from, if I can do it, you can do it. What's the biggest lesson you've learned from running your own business? So many lessons. I would say just never stop learning. Definitely never stop learning. What advice would you give to someone starting in your field? You got to invest money to make money. Okay, like, you've heard this saying a million times, and I'm here to tell you again. You got to spend money to make money. And also the biggest one, just like leading up to my mantra, do it because you love it. Don't do it for the money. Like, because I feel like when you do things for the money, it's not as genuine. I feel like it's not really from the heart. Like, and anything that I do is from the heart. So I would say definitely, like, if you're looking to get into the fashion industry, do it because it's something that you're truly passionate about. Because I feel like the best brands come from people who would do this if they weren't making money. Like, honey, if y'all knew that I was making $2 profits back in 2017, 2018. Yeah.
I am disgusted.
7 years in the game come this December. This year is finally the year that I'm motherfucking becoming a millionaire, okay?
And that's a period.
What's your favorite part of designing for your brand? Honestly, I'd be so amazed that I can even make shit. Like, I really just be out here making shit and you can wear it. Like, so I don't know, like, everything, like, from cutting out the pattern pieces to sewing it up to, like, adding whatever accessories or embellishments. Like, I love everything about it. Like, it's such a beautiful art, and I'm so grateful that I was blessed with this talent. So yeah, everything. What's one challenge you faced in your career and how did you overcome it? Pricing. charging what you are worth. I didn't start charging appropriately for my business until October 2023. Because if you used to shop with me back then, mainly starting in 2022, because that's when I started selling dancewear, the average price of my things were like $50. Now the average price is like $80. And because now I have like a formula where it's taking into consideration overhead, supplies, labor, all of the things that go into making garments, like that's now added into each and every piece that I do. I don't make nothing without including that formula. So yeah, I would say it definitely the pricing. So I used to be so scared, like, oh, what if people don't want to buy from me because I'm a little expensive or whatever? And I just had to get it out of my head. Like, the people that can afford it gonna buy it, okay? Honey, when I first started stripping, I bought me a fucking 3-piece set. It was $130 and I spent that shit. I was happy to spend that shit, okay? I didn't care. And I think always since starting my business in 2017, I've never questioned people's pricing. Like, when it comes to, if I see somebody, they selling something for $300 and if I couldn't afford it, I'd be like, okay, I'll just buy it when I can afford it. Like, I've never been like, oh, that's too expensive or they charge it too much. Who am I to tell somebody what their art is worth? That's always been crazy to me. So yeah, I don't know where I went with that. Also, side note, sometimes I tend to go off the bender, so sometimes we're gonna have to try to reel it in together, okay? What's your design process like from start to finish? Honestly, it's different. Every piece is different. One, it depends on if it's dancewear or if it's like regular clothing. Two completely different approaches.
6.5 hours later.
I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways.
Next question.
How do you stay inspired when creating new collections? So this is my first actual collection, Mystic Mirage. So we will answer that maybe next year when I got a few collections under my belt. What's the story behind the name of your brand, Queens Divine? Okay, so if you read Behind the Brand with Queens Divine, my blog on my website, then I've already answered this question. So literally, I remember this so perfectly. I was in Leesburg, Florida, walking down the street, passing McDonald's with my little paper, and I had a whole bunch of names written down on what I wanted my business to be. And one thing that I had noticed was every name either had Queens or Divine in it, right? So then once I realized that, I was like, Queens Divine. And that's how it came about the name. So, and I feel like it's just a perfect name for me. Like, I love it. I love it so much. How do you handle criticism or negative feedback in your work? I haven't received negative feedback with my work, but criticism.
Really, bitch? Really?
I haven't received negative feedback from my work, but with criticism, I'm open to criticism with any area of my life. I feel like that's how you grow, that's how you get better. And I'm always a student first, teacher second. So, honey, give me the criticism. I want to get better, okay? What's one thing you wish you knew before starting your business? Your friends are not your clients. That used to really choke me up in the beginning. I used to be like, why isn't my friends and family supporting me and all this and that? And then I realized they're not my ideal client. That's perfectly okay. Now, that doesn't mean if you not support me by sharing my shit, liking, commenting on my shit, that's free support, honey. There's no reason why you can't do that, okay? But as far as buying from my shop, I wish that would have been told to me beforehand, because then it would make my process in the beginning a little bit more easier. Yeah. Now we're moving on to lifestyle questions. What does a typical day in your life look like? So for right now, I'll get up from my sleeping location. I always have my mat. I sleep on my yoga mat outside. I'll get up, go to Planet Fitness, take a shower, wash my face, brush my teeth, and then I head to my office to start working. Typically, my work schedule is 9 to 5, but if I don't have any self-control that day, I'll work 12 hours. And I try not to do that because I have a strict day-by-day schedule that I go by 5 days out of the week. And if I go over any of that time, it fucks up my whole day and then it fucks up the whole week. So I have to stick by it. But yeah, then I'll work, and then after that, I'll stretch and work out for 3 hours. And then I will wind down by reading a book, journaling, and then I go to sleep. But yeah, and then I can't wait to answer that question a month from now when I'm in my own place, because then it won't be too different, but it'll be a little different, you know what I'm saying? Because then I can start doing get ready with me's in my place, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, stay tuned for that. How do you manage your time between work and personal life? So this is actually something that I'm still getting used to as far as my schedule. So if you know me, you know that I do not feel my highest self unless I'm on a schedule. I can't just do things like, of course, like I go with the flow for the most part, but like as far as my work schedule, like I have to have a strict schedule. So by sticking to my schedule, I'm able to balance work and then being able to do something that I love to do every day for 2 hours before doing all over again. Because you know how sometimes you get caught in that cycle of work, sleep, and it's just like it just seemed like you working and sleeping all the time. And like once I realized that, I was like, oh no baby, this is not the life for me. So yeah, sticking to a schedule helps me to balance my personal and work life for sure. Because one thing about me, honey, I am a workaholic. I will work. I used to work 7 days out of the week and I loved it. Yeah, but I realized that's not self-love. So that's something I had to discipline myself with, is making sure I have my days off so that I don't get burnt out, because I used to get burnt out a lot too. So yeah. How do you stay fit and healthy with the busy schedule? By having a schedule. Literally just having a schedule and fitting all that I need to, and something that makes sense for me. What I've realized these past 2 years is that everything's constantly changing, okay? Nothing stays the same. And I realized I used to try to continue the same schedule when things are constantly changing in my life. And it's like, in this season, this schedule works, but in this season, another schedule works, okay? So I would say definitely if you find yourself like entering different seasons, different eras of your life, let your schedule reflect that, because you can't continuously gradually change over time and then expect the same schedule to align with your new lifestyle. Like, it doesn't work like that. So what's next for you and your brand? So honey, if you've been with me since 2017, you know that I've always had big visions for my brand. Right now, my main thing is securing more brand promo videos and like doing short films, shooting ads, just really leveling up my marketing aspect of my business. That's something that I've struggled with, and I'm just now getting into the pocket of like marketing my business, not promoting, but marketing. So yeah, just expect in these next coming months, the marketing is finna be out of this world, okay? Everybody finna know about Queen's Divine soon, honey. What's a book, podcast, or TV show you're currently obsessed with? Honey, I've been watching That's So Raven heavy, okay? Yeah. And then, books. Don't get me started on books, honey. So it's this author. What is her name? Kelly Armstrong, I think. No. Kelly Armentrout. One of those two. She has this series called the Harbinger series, honey. If you into like fantasy books and stuff, yeah. And then podcast. I religiously watch Jay Shetty podcast. Yeah, if you don't know about Jay Shetty, honey, get into it. Well, that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you feel aligned to subscribe, please subscribe, and I hope you stay here for the long haul. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.